All right, Leo, here we go. This is the Leo soap opera. Call it an undying urge, call it a morbid curiosity. But I talked about doing a Leo reading the other day, and the universe gave me the strength card as a yes or no right on camera. I think that's hilarious. With all these energies, even the birds here, and he's totally into this. And he a Pisces, you know. With the current energy, all of this, it must be crazy for the Leo soap opera. The energy that I pull in for Leo is someone who's kind of in a bad situation. They're unhappy, either with themselves. Most of them are in a relationship with an entitled fuckwit. But regardless of that, I thought we'd pull on it. Again, I'm just endlessly curious. I wasn't even going to do this today, but I am. So, Leo, Sun, Moon, Leo. You're excited too, huh? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. But with all the current energies around, this pre-shuffle, just the surface energy, me talking to the universe, doesn't surprise me right now. Now, I can't tell you apart from your soulmate, so I say somebody here, or I'm going to refer to them as the runner, but for a small percentage of you Leos, this is you I'm talking about. But for most of you, it's your runner. And before I go into this pre-shuffle, I wish, I can't for copyright reasons, but this video, based on this pre-shuffle, should have started with a drum riff. And if you really want to do this right, I would go out to YouTube and search for Twisted Sister, We're Not Gonna Take It. And then just let that intro drum riff play right before my video comes on here and I start talking. That's how this video should have opened, with the drum riff from Twisted Sisters, We're Not Gonna Take It, because that's what's here. This is going to be a hell of a fucking reading. If my Leo readings resonate with you, stay tuned. 3 of Pentacles, crossed by the 3 of Swords, with a 5 of Wands. That right there, my friends, that's a 3 of Swords sandwich, with the bread being 5 wands and 3 pentacles. That is We're Not Gonna Take It. Right there is where you hit the drum riff. I mean, it is. Somebody here, all kinds of shit is about to come up. Going to be some fighting on their side, either with themselves or with anything around them, anyone around them that's let them down, hurt them, made them sad, whatever it is. They're about to fight because somebody wants something real. Somebody wants a new beginning, something solid, something equal. All right? And there's the 5 of Cups. What they've got is broken. Now, these 2 cups could represent the soulmate connection, but it just means somebody here is about done focusing on these down cups, and they're about to turn around and focus on these 2 cups. They want something equal. 6 of Pentacles crossing it. And right here is the 9 swords, tired of the anxiety. It's something that's been worrying them and keeping them up. 9 swords, right there. 9's the end in tarot. And that leads to judgment. And that judgment is 10 swords bookending the 3 of Pentacles. Okay? All done trying to make something work with something that is dead, done, 3 cups down. I'm very transparent in my readings. I just showed you how I got to each card. How I read this card is directly tied to that 10 swords and judgment. Underneath that, by the way, is the Lovers. Somebody wants something real. Somebody wants, and the soulmate connection that you have with this person is playing a big role in this. All this We're Not Gonna Take It kind of shit. Fighting, spatting, stuff coming up from the past. Anything. If they're with somebody that hurt them, it did anything, somebody here is done with it. They want something real. But it's all because of your soulmate cycle. It really is. And the Empress just tried to reveal itself by accident. I can't get it to do it again, but it was there underneath that Lover's card. Let's go. That's just the surface energy. Okay? It's just the surface. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. Give me the soulmate cycle under the current post-1010, post-Pluto direct, post-full moon, post-Mercury moving into Libra energies. Give it to me. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Leo. I want all of it, universe. I want all the energy that's in play as the dust settles. And I got that damn Twisted Sister song ringing in my head right now. That drum riff is playing. Oh, man. The summer of '84. I remember it well. All right, here we go. Why the fuck are we here? Card before the cut. Again, I just was so curious. I had to pull this reading today. I had to. 10 cups. Again, it's a chasing rainbow energy. It's somebody wants to bring this into reality. Somebody just wants to be happy. That's what that pre-shuffle said, that 3 of Swords sandwich. With 2 pieces of bread being a 5 of Wands and a 3 of Pentacles. And all the cards that came after it, somebody just anything that hurt them is going to turn into a fight. If they're with a person that hurt them, or that they don't really care about anymore, or that they just feel trapped with, or they don't even like anymore, probably because this soulmate connection showed them something real. If they're with that person and that person even says good morning, it could spark a fight under this energy. I've told you before, I said it many times this month, this is huge breakup energy this month. Lots of it. And we're seeing it play out right here in the Leo soap opera. What comes after that 10 of Cups? What comes after the cut? I can only fucking imagine. Yeah? 10 Wands. Somebody here is the straw that breaks the camel's back energy. Somebody wants that 10 Cups. I got 2 10s back to back. Somebody wants that 10 of Cups, and they're tired of the struggle. They're tired of making things work with something that's been past its expiration date. We saw that with the 10 Swords and the pre-shuffle. They're tired of it. They're just, again, Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it. Still playing out, even in the cut. The cut card should back up the pre-shuffle. It's the same fucking song. God, I wish it would be a copyright violation, but I would love to edit that intro drum riff right at the beginning of this video. I would love it to come up like that. You hit play, the commercial ends, you hit here we go, and then the drum riff comes in, and then I start talking. It's pretty much what's going on here. Let's shuffle the deck. Final shuffle. Let's get ourselves a reading. I'm not planning to extend this, so this is your reading. All right? I'm not planning to. I don't think I'll have to. I don't think I'll have to. I can't imagine why. I think the universe is it just wants to be chatty. Give me the soulmate cycle with everything in play. Post 1010 from the angle of Leo. Give me a reading, universe. Overall energy of everything that falls on this. I know, right? He can feel that energy. You know, when he makes that sound, he can feel the energy that's here. Bird's a better energy reader than I am. On his worst day, he's better than me on my best day. It's a card we can't get rid of in a lot of readings. Overall energy is the Ace of Wands. It's been flaring out. It's been that lighting a cigarette in a hurricane energy for a while. It's been flaring out. But I see this lit. What is underneath this? What is fueling this? I haven't looked. Yeah. I said, what did I say? I said, I feel this is lit. I feel things, and then I have to translate those feelings, right, into words. That's how we read energy. It comes in as feelings, because you read it from the soul, not your brain. So it's feelings, right? So I have to translate those feelings into words. And when I read this card, it's that moment where you've been trying to light a cigarette in the wind, and you finally get it lit, right? It's that, speaking as an ex-smoker, I can tell you that is elation right there. It is the 9 of Cups. Yeah. Someone's after their 9 of Cups. Someone's after their rainbow. Someone wants to get to that 10 of Cups. And this is staying lit. Somebody here has made up their mind. They have made up their mind. At the very least, okay? I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do. But at the very least, there's going to be some fighting. If they're in a relationship, if that person even says hello, okay? Oh, where are you heading? What do you mean, where am I heading? Why do you need to know? You cheating bastard. I didn't ask you where you were heading. It all comes out. It all just all out. All right? Police gonna be called. All right, let's go. Flipping the deck. Readings on the top. Energy around your connection. How your person's behaving in the 3D. Again, roles can be reversed here. For some of you, I'm talking about you, Leo. It's about fucking time, right? That's the same thing you think when you get a cigarette finally lit in a windy day. It's about fucking time, right? You take that first hit, you're thrilled. Here's how they're behaving in the 3D, whoever it is. It's the incoming energy. It's the runner. Right here is their soul. That's going to be good. Message from the universe. Red with the energy of the connection. Potential final outcome right here. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top. I'm not planning on extending this. If there is a link in the description for an extended, and you know by now if you're watching this, then all hell broke loose on the table. Okay? It's going to take an act of God for me to extend this, because I have no plans to. I want to go out and work on my car. All right? I'm putting in a new toy. Anyway, never mind. Right here is the energy around the connection. Two of Wands. Yep, somebody has made up their motherfucking mind. Leaving one wand behind, going toward this wand. How many wands you see on that overall energy? You see one, don't you? Yeah, that's the one that motherfucker's holding right there. They've made up their mind. The intention has been set. Whatever is happening on their side. I'm not saying they're coming toward you. I'm saying they're taking care of business on their side. They're unhappy and they're all done with it. Okay? Whatever is happening, though, is because of you. This is falling in the energy of your connection. They're letting go of something. Now they may come towards you. We may see that. But I think at least initially, that this is, I'm going to go stay with my sister for a while kind of energy. Okay? I don't know. I don't know. I know the energy that's here, though. I can tell when somebody's not going to take it anymore, Twisted Sister. And they've made up their mind. How are they behaving in the 3D? Wow, yeah. You know, he a Pisces. You know that, right? Okay. Okay, fine. It's a Leo reading, but you're tied to Pisces. So you might find out something about your cockatoo, the soulmate, the King of Wands. How they're behaving in the 3D. That doesn't surprise me. They're acting in self-interest. Okay? That's what this means. It's not the Burger King. We have to take it in context. We don't forget the pre-shuffle. We don't forget the cut cards. And we know what this card is. And we know this card is staying lit because they're going toward 9 cups. Somebody's made up their mind. They're acting in self-interest. Enlightened self-interest at that. Somebody's doing what's best for them. The King of Wands always does that. It's always all about them. Are they still in their ego? Are they acting from the soul? Probably not. I don't see a high priestess here. I see someone doing it for them. It's someone who says to themselves, I'm doing this for me. So if they're leaving somebody or fighting with somebody and it ends in them leaving, they say, I'm leaving for me. For my fucking sanity, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Okay? See what happens when we clarify that. Let's pull on their soul. On their soul. Yeah, the hangman. The soul's on pause. It's all ego. Soul is on pause. It hit the pause button on the soul. Somebody is just, it's all, that's why it's fighting. That's why it's arguing. When you do something from the soul, like let's say, for example, you leave a relationship and you're doing it, if I had like a high priestess here or something like that, they were doing it, following their soul, their intuition. There's not a lot of fighting with that because you're just not going to have it. You're not going to tolerate it. This person is in war mode. Right? They got fire in their belly. Well, the soul is kind of, they've got a new perspective on something. I imagine it's from your soul connection. Your soul connection is the cause for this, the spiritual journey they've been forced to go on. This connection that they have with you has forced them to look at things about themselves that they never wanted to look at. Okay? Your person is very ego-based. But now it's so powerful, the lessons that they've learned, the things they've seen in either spying on you or thinking about this connection and how they felt about this connection, all of it. It's so powerful that it's even bled over into the ego. And the ego itself is now, it's about themselves. It's not about even what other people think. It's not about, it's just enlightened self-interest. I'm doing it for me. Somebody's made up their motherfucking mind here. Message from the universe. What's the fickle old gal want to tell us? Red with the 2 of Wands. I knew this was going to be a good reading. The Fool. Bye-bye. Honest to God, it's saying the same thing. They're just doing it, and it's what I said. It's not really even from the soul. It's just, look at this fool. Look at, he's just looking up. He's looking up at something in the sky. He's just walking right off the cliff. They're just doing it. It's almost like they're on autopilot. And it doesn't surprise me with all the energy that these runners from any angle, any sign have been hit with. But the Leo angle here in particular, this person's been back and forth. I'm out. I'm in. I got a news flash for Leo person. Once you're out, once you tell yourself, I'm done, I want out of this. You can go ahead and make it work and change your mind, but you really want out. Okay? Ultimately, once you come to that, it's something that you don't want out of. You never say, I want out. I'm leaving. Right? It's like old Dr. Phil says, you never put the relationship on the chopping block. Why does he say that? He's a big psychology guy. I'm a big psychology guy. I love psychology. I studied the shit out of it. Why does he say you never put the relationship on the chopping block? In part, it means because subconsciously you want out, and you can't fix things from a point that you don't want them. Otherwise, you end up compromising to stay in something that you don't really want to be in. You don't put it on the chopping block because you don't put things that you really want to keep on the chopping block ever, right? I mean, I like my car. I don't want to get rid of it. You know, I don't ever say I'm done with this fucking thing. It needs another part. Fuck it, I'm done. And put it out on Craigslist for sale or something like that. I've never done that. And it's never come to that. I mean, I know it's a car analogy, but I'm Steve. I give car analogies. I've never done that with my wife. I've never said, we're done, I'm out of here. Goodbye, we're finished. No. You know, argue from time to time about certain things, but the relationship's never on the chopping block. This is somebody here on autopilot chopping block. It's not only on the chopping block, it's getting chopped. Okay, somebody's made a decision here. Potential final outcome, red with the King of Wands, enlightened self-interest. I took a peek, I'm laughing. It's the Magician, it's major arcana, it's yellow, darker yellow to lighter yellow, but it's still yellow. It's forward movement, it's my action card. It's somebody on autopilot. I read the Fool right, that's what the universe is saying. This is what's happening right now in the angle of Leo is quite potentially a lot of fighting on someone's side, either with themselves if they're single, but most of these people, I'm getting a third energy here. I'm getting somebody who's married or who's in a relationship or who's jammed up with family expectations and shit like that, having none of it. They're not going to take it anymore. Twisted fucking sister all the way. It is. And right here, somebody's making it happen. They feel like they can do it. They're doing it for themselves. I got nothing. It's just the whole reading just backed it up. Just backed it up. Let's clarify. Let's talk to the witches. All right? Let's clarify. This is, sometimes I say about a reading, I wish I didn't have to clarify it. Oh God, that's not this reading. This reading, I can't wait to clarify. I don't think it's going to change. I think we're going to get more info. Why is the Two of Wands here? Let's go. Why is the Two of Wands here? Bye-bye. These two are read together. It's bye-bye. I'm moving in a new direction. This is staying lit. No doubt about it with the Magician here. Uh-huh. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Why is the Two of Wands here? Tell me about it, witches. What you got to say? Four of Cups, disappointment. Tired of there's the Twisted Sister drum riff again. There it is. I swear to God, it just went off in my head. Oh, man. Fucking hell. Something has kept this person stuck. They've been disappointed for a long time that they rejected the cup. They didn't like they think they handled this poorly with you. They didn't like rejecting your cup. Whoever this is, if it's you, Leo, or if it's your person, again, roles can be reversed in a Leo reading because you have a very tight, of all the angles, you have a very tight, your two souls are the same frequency. In fact, in the angle of Leo, I would guess, even though it's theoretical, I would guess there are the most twin flames in this cycle, actual twin flame connections. It's very hard to tell apart. All right. But yeah, this is the runner I'm reading, whoever it is. It's the one that rejected the cup, now wants the cup. And is taking steps in enlightened self-interest to make that happen. I think they do come towards you. It's possible. Yeah, there's the Nine Cups. Ace of Wands right there, crossed by the Nine of Cups in the overall energy. There's the Nine of Cups in the energy of your connection. Whenever I get a match off of this, somewhere in here, over here, yep, big deal. Yeah. I think a lot of them they might just at least say hello or apologize for how they handled things with you. And it might even be a conversation with you if it happens. I can only tell you what the energies are saying right now, but when I pull on your connection, I see somebody at the very least coming in saying something to the effect of, and again, it's just an example, but something to the effect of, I know it's too late, I know that there's a lot of water under the bridge and it really fucked us up. I'm just really sorry about how everything went. I should have seen that I was with an entitled fuck with. I should have seen that I wasn't happy, but I carpet swept. They might admit all of these things. It's entirely possible under the current energy. All right. Again, like I told you about this hangman, bookending this over here with this king in the middle. I said this connection, this soulmate connection, made this person look at things that they never wanted to look at about their life, their past, how they behave, their actions, all of it. Okay. Why is the Nine of Cups here? King of Cups. Yeah. It's my king on the rocks again. Okay. It's here because they got nothing to lose. I think they might approach you and tell you everything I just told you from the perspective of the king being swept up on the rocks. They got nothing to lose at this point. This person here is not going to take what's on their side anymore. They're tired of waking up in the morning and pretending to be happy. Pretend, pretend, pretend. I've said before, this Leo energy that I pick up on it, if it's not you, fine. Okay? I don't get to choose what energy the universe sends me. But whatever this is, it's very complicated to read, so I don't think it sends it to too many other readers out here on YouTube. But I will say, whatever this is here, this person has been an actor in their own life, like I've told you. Pretending, covering up, you know. It's type of energy where if they had a fight with somebody in public, like if they had a fight with their spouse in public, this is the type of energy that would later the next day overcompensate and almost, you know, try to go around and smile and have everybody see us holding hands so that, you know, everyone knows that we're okay kind of thing. It was real important to this person. Appearances, keeping up appearances. It's not here anymore. It's not. Somebody hit rock bottom here. And it's probably because of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punch of the 5 readings I've done that have opened this month. The 5 big readings. I mean, it's some powerful shit. Tell me about the King of Wands. Now, they're acting in self-interest. They're doing this for them. It's not even being done from the soul. It's like an autopilot. It's like, it doesn't even matter. Anything will kick off a fight on their side, either with themselves, where they just, you know, they get mad at themselves, there's that anger, and then they go toward the 9 cups, or if they're married or in a relationship or tied down with family obligations, anything, you know, if it's family and mom asks them to do something, then they're going to freak out at mom, you know, just blow up, explode. No, I'm done. I want to do this. I've wanted to do this for a while, and I'm going, whatever this is, it's life by the cups instead of, you know, this phony ass shit that they've had. Why is the King of Wands here? Why? You're acting in self-interest. Yeah, it's crossed by an energy of just wanting to I just want to be free. Yep, Phlegm agrees. I want things to be smooth. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the choppy water. I'm tired of waking up in the morning and having to pretend that I'm living my best life. Tired of putting social media pictures out of me smiling when I'm not really happy. Right? All that kind of stuff. It's right there. Yep. All right. King of Wands. What's on top? Yep. The Sun. Somebody wants to be happy. What I just get done saying. Rewind. It's Leo energy. It's forward movement is what that means. Right? But Leo energy showing up in the 3D position of a Leo reading, with it being the Sun in this case. Yeah, somebody wants to be happy. They want to break free. I want to be free. There's that Queen. There's a Queen song coming in too. I want to break free. Right? Okay. Why is the Sun here? Yeah, but we're not going to take it. It's still here. Yeah, the 4 of Wands. They want to be happy. They want something solid. They want something stable. They want a real marriage. I could phrase it this way. Okay? I can choose how I phrase the energy to you. Take it as it resonates. Apply it to your situation. They want a real marriage. What they got is fake. It's phony. So they're acting in self-interest to get themselves happy. Again, somebody here is not happy where they are. They feel stuck. Whatever it is, they don't have to be in a relationship. They can be single. Right? We can hate ourselves. Right? They hate themselves. But they put out an image that they love themselves. It could be phrased that way. But if it's a relationship, they want a real marriage. They want to be happy. You showed them something. Your connection with them showed them something, made them look at things, made them look at who they're with. Maybe it was something you said, maybe it was something you wrote, maybe it was just your existence, how they felt about you. All right? If they feel, I mean, think about it logically. If you're in a relationship and you feel something very strong for someone else, what does that tell you about the relationship you're in? Right? And then you go home and you have to pretend that you like this person. Right? You know, you start thinking about somebody else while your spouse is banging you, you got yourself a problem. Okay? I see, it's really, that's the beginning of a serious issue. And that kind of energy is here. The phoniness of it. They want a real marriage. They want real stability. They want something real. Could say something equal give and take too. Four of Wands is a very stable energy. That's equal give and take. All the way. Hangman. Let's talk about the soul. So right now the soul is on pause. They've realized all this stuff, but that's not where it's not where they're acting from. Okay? The soul is on pause. They're aware. I see the little light bulb ting going off right there. But this is all they're acting in the 3D from a point of their ego, and their ego is kicking ass. Probably tells me the messages from the soul are getting through, or did get through, and somebody here wants to do something. There's a lot of anger in this reading. That's why that fighting is there, right? A lot of anger. 3 swords and 5 wands. 3 swords and 5 wands came up in the pre-shuffle. The 3 of swords sandwich that opened it. 3 swords and 5 wands back to back like that. That's hurt. Hurt and anger. Hurt and anger together lead for some real drag them out, we better call the police fights. Right? I mean, the neighbors can hear it. All right, let's go. Hangman. Why is it here? Tell me about their soul. Queen of Wands. There it is. It's been fake. The environmental energy, they've been pretending for a long time that they're happy. Okay, that's all that says. It's fakey McFakerman energy. They've been pretending for a while that they've been happy. They can't do it anymore. They stopped. They done. The soul is on pause. Ego taking care of business over here. What's on top? 2 of Cups. Yeah. Again, they realize they've been pretending. There's a strong attraction to you toward the soulmate connection. That's one layer of the energy there. The other layer is this person's just been pretending. They've shut down the soul. The Queen of Wands doesn't have a lot of soul. The Queen of Wands is that socialite card, right? It's Kardashian or a Paris Hilton or something. There's not a lot of soul with that. That's all materialism and things along those lines. You care about the stuff you have and how much money I can make pitching this stuff and peddling this stuff. You don't really care about, you don't have any real, it's not, I don't read any soul off any of them people. And I've crossed paths with those people many times, passed them around here. I live in the area. So that being said, it's just not a lot of deep soul energy coming off of it. It's a lot of me, self-focus, right? It loops back around on itself several times around. I always say anybody that wants to be an influencer shouldn't be. They're in the wrong energy for it. That's the wrong backward direction. You should accidentally become an influencer and then hate every minute of it, but I am one, so whatever, I'm going to deal with it. If you want to be, if you're seeking to be an influencer, that's not from the soul. That's not the soul does not seek that. Okay, it absolutely does not. At least not from a material perspective, anyway. It might be your soul's true purpose, but you don't view yourself as something like that. That's ego. This person's a lot of ego, okay, but this connection changed them. This connection, this soulmate connection, is the reason that they've been changed, that they've been on the spiritual journey. This card backs up the fact that I said they've been forced because of this connection to look at some things. Whatever this connection made them feel, something you said maybe, forced this person to look at some things about themselves. Why is the 2 of Cups here? The devil. That's what it forced them to look at. Your connection forced them to look at some things about themselves. The universe just backed me up. It forced them to look at how toxic their relationship is. It forced them to look at how toxic their life has become. Living life by the expectations of others is one of the energies coming off of this. All of it. All this stuff we've covered before in your readings. It's all because of this connection that they looked at it and now have a new perspective and why they're kicking ass. Now they're doing it from an ego perspective, but that's not necessarily a bad thing in this case. it might actually get things done, because when this person's soul is awake, and it has been at times, they tend to push it back. But their ego, they tend to listen to. And right now, their ego is telling them, break free, you want something real. Go tell what's its soulmate how you feel, you know? Or at least move towards something like that. And we see it here with the Fool, which is red with the energy of your connection. And the Magician is the final outcome. It's alchemy. It's led into gold. Somebody making some changes. It's quick change energy here. All right? Somebody wants to transform their life. We had the Six of Swords here. That makes sense. All right? Everything I've said to you is backed up. And the soul position is very important. I'll harp on it as long as I damn well want to. All right? This is very important to understand. Your person, whoever this is very typical of the societal energies. Very, very typical of it. This is not a surprise. All right? This is 90% of the people I walk past when I take a walk. And they walk past me in the other direction. I don't need cards to read things, to read people. I could feel the energy around 90% of the people that walk past me just looped around on themselves. Self-focus, self-focus, self-focus. Me, 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 me. And that's what this person was. They felt like they could, well, there's a reason I'm in this relationship. It provides stability, and it's the relationship I was supposed to have. It's what mommy and daddy taught. I mean, all that kind of stuff is there, right? It's what they like the image, right? What's that? There's that old Kiss song. Nobody watching this will know it. It's from their Destroyer album. It's called Do You Love Me, right? And Paul Stanley opens the song. He starts singing about, you really like my limousine, you like my money, you like this and that, but, and the chorus is, do you love me, right? It's a decent song, actually. That whole album's pretty good, even if you're not a Kiss fan. Fucking Destroyer is actually a great album. But it's true. That's sort of how your person is feeling now. It's kind of a, yeah, I had all this stuff, and there's some security there, and it's what I was taught I was supposed to have, and I have this image to keep up, but is there love? And the love was with you. When you guys first crossed paths, I could tell you, it's in the energy way down, I'll tell you, there was an instant attraction. Okay? Instant motherfucking attraction. On both sides. On both sides, it was there. You may have questioned it, some of you. They may have too. You often do that with a powerful connection. Oh, that can't be real. You know, that kind of thing. No, it's very real. Let's talk about the Fool. Yeah, we got a lot of music coming in this reading, right? And it's all very fitting. It all fits. I still think it should open with that drum riff. The Fool, Twisted Sister. We're not going to take it. I'll tell you what, in the 3D position, straight up. And the pre-shuffle, straight up. The Fool. What do you want to tell us, universe? Why is the Fool here? What does this have to do with my soulmates here? You know? Okay, fine. So they're going to dump the fucking toxic bastard on the other side, the entitled fuckwit, or at least fight with them, or try to set the record straight on some things with them. Put their foot down, if you will. But why is the Fool here? This implies they're going to take a leap in a new direction, and so do the cards of the connection that it's read with. So what the fuck? Talk to me, universe. Talk to me. Talk to me. Motherfucking absolutely taking a step in a new motherfucking direction. 9 of Pentacles crossing the Fool means one thing and one motherfucking thing only. Somebody breaking free from something, and he's definitely going over that cliff. He or she going over that cliff. Because there's a dog nipping at the heels here, and nobody wants to sit here long and deal with that. And you can't hurt the dog because PETA will get on your ass. So, you shouldn't, so you might as well just jump off the cliff and leave the little nippy shit right there on the fucking cliff. I don't joke about anything that's not in the energy. It's true. All right? It is absolutely true. 9 of Pentacles crossing that. He's going over the cliff. What's on top? He's going over the cliff. King of Pentacles right there. Somebody wants to move away from what they originally saw as stability, and there's in another layer of energy about where it pertains to you when it's read with the 9 of Cups. Somebody sees your fucking value. You're the real thing. The connection, whatever this connection with you made them feel, is the real thing. We see it here with the 2 of Cups and the Soul. Okay? It made them see so much. There's so much appreciation here that this person never shared for what crossing paths with you did for them. Okay? It really is. I doubt they have the stones to tell you all of that, so I'm telling you. It's there. It's in the energy. It's one of the things that bothers them. It's where some of the disappointment from the Four of Cups crossing here comes from. Okay? Why is the King of Pentacles here? Justice. You knew we'd see it. Come on, did you watch my Twin Flame Journey reading from earlier today? You knew we'd see it. Somebody here, I swear to God, you heard what I asked the universe when I shuffled on this. I asked about, what about you? What about my soulmates? What's going on here? You're about to get some justice, soulmate. You are. Somebody here, from the perspective of a King of Cups on the rocks, right? Washed up on the rocks. They got nowhere to go. Backs against the wall. Going to tell you how that you're going to find something out. You're going to hear about what I'm talking about happening here. All right, maybe from somebody. You might hear about it secondhand, or you might hear about it from this person. Either way, something's about to make you very happy. Could be this reading, but I think it's deeper than that. Okay, the universe usually doesn't take the surface energy at that quite a level. There's some sort of justice coming here. Also tells me on the level of, because I'm just reading it with the King, but on the level of the Fool, of the message from the universe, reading it with this bank of cards here, this is about as close to a divorce as I can get. Somebody's divorcing the entitled fuckwit, leaving them, getting free, done, had it, finished. No more of this king, all that money, everything I talked about over here, about all that money and everything like that, right? I sang you a Kiss song. But do you love me? You really like my limousine, right? You like the money and the credit cards, but do you love me? Right? It's on Kiss Destroyer. Check it out. It's not a bad song, actually. It's not bad. I have to tell you, it was always one of my favorites on the album. But somebody here is done with that. Even the bird agrees. You hear him in the background. He agrees with everything I'm saying. He's nodding. I know you can't see him, but he is nodding. And he a Pisces, you know. And he's tied to all this shit, too. Somebody is done with that King of Pentacles, worried about that, worried about the image, worried about the status. It's divorce. It is leaving somebody. And with justice there, it isn't just going to stay with the sister. It's leaving. All right? And whatever it is, this could be a family tie, one of them families that's more like a cult than a family, right? They all have a family trust, and they put it in, they all live close by, they're tight-knit, and unless you fit in, you can't marry into it, that kind of bullshit. It's too much. It's too much. Even if it's a good family, sometimes there's a point where it's too much family. See it a lot with prominent families, well, what we would call prominent families, right? They all got to keep up the image, and if one person fucks up, everybody goes batshit crazy. There's PR campaigns and all kinds of shit like that. Yeah, done with it. Final outcome, the Magician. I think for you, this justice is tied to you with the King on the rocks. You get to hear what somebody feels, or you find something out. Okay? Just like what my October column for the Q4 readings, fourth quarter of 2022 reading, said. So if you haven't watched that, I suggest you do. Magician. Why is it here? Final outcome is the Magician. And what's interesting here is it's a lead-in from the Fool. This is the 0. This is the 1. This is forward movement. It's all forward movement. With a 9 of Pentacles crossing here, the card of breaking free, and justice, it's all forward movement. We go from a 0 in the base read to a 1. Why is this here? It's red with their actions that they're taking from enlightened self-interest to have something real for a change, or to try to make what they have real only to find that it's toxic. And then they have to do something about it. It can play out that way too. You know, there's always a clear way to tell who you're with is someone who's a narcissist or an entitled fuckwit, or if you really have an unconditional relationship. And the easiest way to do that is to sit down with them, say, can we talk? Right? You sit down with them and you begin to tell them your gripes. You begin to tell them what's wrong, why you're unhappy. And if the person on the other side listens and hears what you're saying and tries to fix it, right? Tries to say, well, what can I do to make things better? Then you have a good person. You have someone who loves you unconditionally. But if the person on the other side, after you deliver your gripes and tell them what's wrong, tries to turn it around on you, gets defensive and says, yeah, well, fuck you because, you don't do this or you don't do that, then you have a narcissist. You have someone who can't see past themselves. Their energy loops around. And I think with this person, I say that because I think if they sat down with their toxic person that they're with, or their toxic controlling family, or whatever it is, I think if they sat down with that family would, or that person would, try to turn it around back on them and make it their fault. And I hope they're paying attention, because that's what these cards are having to say here in the energy, in another layer of energy. Alright, I hope the fuck they're paying attention. But you could take that forward with you in life. You should be able, in a good relationship, to sit down and tell someone the things that are bothering you. Right? If you can't do that, if they turn it around on you and make it all of a sudden your fault and start telling you about all the things that are bothering them and don't address anything that you said, that's a narcissist. It's not unconditional love. It's very conditioned. It's conditioned on what someone else wants. Right? And this person here, whoever this energy is, I think is seeing through the toxin, and it's as strong because of whatever they felt for this soulmate connection, or whatever this soulmate connection taught them, either through the words said or the feelings felt. One or the other. Just what it represents to them enlightens them about the toxin around them. And I see them doing something about it here. The universe is clear. I'm still shuffling for the magician. You want it accurate, don't you? Okay. But at least I'm teaching you something. I just taught you something that most people pay hundreds of bucks to go to a fucking therapist or psychologist to learn. Right? The old, let's see if we have a narcissist trick. Right? Tell someone everything that you're upset about. And if they listen and they care and they want to fix things, great. If they don't, if they turn it around on you and start and get defensive, then you got yourself a narcissist. Get the fuck out of it. You're never going to fix that. The comedian Ron White once said, you can't fix stupid. I'll add to that. You can't fix a narcissist. You can't. Once somebody's an entitled fuckwit, they're always an entitled fuckwit. It's very, very hard. Unless they go on a deep spiritual journey, it's very, very hard for that type of energy to go away. It's a devil energy that sticks to you. It's static like most devil energy, but it sticks. Right? It's got some kind of element to it, some kind of suction cup element to it where it just sticks. The magician. All right, I got it. It's crossed by the 9 of Swords. That's awesome. No, that's actually really awesome. If somebody's just, this is my card of action, right? My card of change. It's a quick change energy actually around it. This all happens very fast on their side. 9 swords crossing it. 9's are the end in tarot. Somebody's done worrying about this. Somebody is, remember these are red with this. And these up here are in the 3D, somebody acting in enlightened self-interest. Doing what's best for them to get happy and get a real marriage, or get a real stability, or get a real life, right? Get a real job, whatever, right? Right here, this 9 swords is somebody's done. They're done worrying about it. They're just doing it. They can't take it anymore. It's keeping them up at night. It's fucking stupid. I got to get out of this. This is them the night before the big fight on their side. They didn't sleep a wink, right? If they're a dude, they're wondering, why am I wearing women's clothes to bed? They're just, nothing makes sense. It's time to fix it. What's on top? 7 wands. Standing up and fighting for what's right to them. This motherfucker is fighting, right? He's fighting for what's right for them. They're tired of the choppy water. These are the 6 wands right here. And he's got the 7th wand in his hand. The 6 wands was crossing here. These cards are red with these. The 6 wands, I said, they were done with the choppy water. This looks pretty choppy to me. Trying to fight and fight and fight. No, it's time to just stand up and fight for what's right. It's time to go toward the 6 wands. All right, it's time to make it happen, to go toward the sun, to go toward happiness. Another way to look at this is putting down the wand and just letting the 6 wands come in. Right? Putting down, giving up the fight, putting it down. When you fight for what's right, in the context of this energy with 6 wands here and 6 wands crossing here and these red together, it's about somebody's no longer trying to make things work on their side. They just want the smooth water. They want something real. They want to be happy. This is red with the sun. That's why this is standing up and fighting for what's right for them. I always give you transparency in my readings. This card can be read many ways. It could be defensiveness, right? Well, you know, That's not what this energy is. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Seven Swords. Yeah, because what they've got is fake. This right here, the Seven Swords, is red with the Four of Wands. This is a fake marriage. This is exactly what the Queen of Wands crossing here said. And it's exactly what I told you about people like this. You know, they're always worried about appearances, keeping up appearances and stuff like that. Somebody's been full of shit. Seven Swords. It's mild devil energy. It's lies. It's pretense. It's sneaking away, carpet sweeping. It's everything we've talked about. And it all ties to a marriage or whatever represents stability on their side. It could be family. It could be marriage. It could be a career that they should have gotten out of a long time ago. Whatever it is. Somebody here has been an actor in their own life and they're done with it. There's that Twisted Sister drum riff again, ringing in my head. Yeah, why are they standing up and fighting for what's right? Why is the Seven of Wands here? The Seven of Swords. Because they've been full of shit. And now they want something real. With the Sun here, that's proof of that. Unfucking real. And our whole overall energy, the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Fucking mind-blowing. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Alright? Alright, let's go. I got no need to extend this. I'm not going to. I got nothing. There's no need. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you here. What do you want to tell my viewer, universe? Viewer, like there's one of you, right? What do you want to tell my viewer? This might... Well, wait a minute now. That's a Freudian slip. This might be a message just for one of you watching. I have no fucking idea. I've never done that before. It's possible that it's just for one fucking person. For this is for everybody. But I'm saying this final message, it could just be for one fucking person. Holy shit, it might be. Four of Wands, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and Justice. Two Justices, two Four of Wands in this reading. Justice crossing the Page of Cups. This person... Oh my God, what is under Justice? Before I open my mouth. Yep, the Knight of Swords. Yep. This could be, I can't say if this is just for one person or not. I don't think it is because I've got Four of Wands in the reading and I've got Justice in the reading. But I'll say a few of you, okay? A few of you are going to hear from this person, and this applies to you if you have either never heard from this person or haven't in a long time, or they may have told you we can't be together. I'm going to stick with what I've got, and then they just went silent on you. There has to be a period of silence here, okay? That person, they're coming in with an apology. It's going to blow your fucking mind. They want another chance at it. They want to start over. Probably nervous about every word they're going to say, and it's because they've changed some things on their side, okay? This is just specific to hearing from this person in this manner, okay? For most of you, I think they come in as a King of Cups on the rocks. But this Page of Cups here, if this person owes you an apology for something, and it could be for a small percentage of you watching, it's not just one person, you might be surprised at an apology, and it doesn't matter how much time has passed, okay? I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. My Freudian slip tells me it's only for a few of you that are requiring an apology. All right? But regardless, they show up. I think if I'm to read this if I go a little deeper, maybe for the whole collective watching, let me pull, just for fun, let me pull on this Page of Cups here. Yeah. The Empress. Queen of Tits, crossed by the Nine of Pentacles. You thought, for the majority of you, if this person reaches out during this energy, I think it's more taking care of things on their side. But they're doing this all, whatever it is, whether they reach out or not, all of your people are doing this. It's all because of you. It's all because of, there's some sort of admiration in the energy, and I've told you that before. It is. This person admires your freedom. They admire the fact that you say you're going to do something and you do it. Any of that could apply to you. You just have to, there's something about you, okay? And they're extremely drawn to it. So communication is likely. I don't think, for a lot of you, I don't think that they will divorce somebody and then not contact you, is what I'm trying to say. I think there may be a gap in time in between, but I think once they take care of business on their side, if they actually do it this time, which the universe indicates they might, a vast majority of them actually will, they're very drawn to you. They have something they want to say to you. And it's all of this is happening because of what happened with this connection with you, okay? And again, equal and opposite reaction, the changes within you that should be happening should be putting you in this Empress energy, okay? So again, pay attention to the Twin Flame Journey reading I pulled earlier today. It's extremely important, the post 1010 reading, okay? That's your reading. I knew it would be something impressive here. I knew because of the energy that's all around. So I hope this reading was helpful. I did my best. There's a lot of energy here. Leo readings are always very complex, all right? But it is what it is. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? Good luck.